Hi dear friends, again welcome to Afon Boom Boom YouTube channel. Today I'm going to explain you the most important and most common IT troubleshooting. Do you know what to do if your screen goes blank? What if you can't seem to close the application or can't hear any sound from your speaker? Whenever you have a problem with your computer, you can use to fix issues like this. In this lesson, we will show you some simple things to try when you are troubleshooting, as well as how to solve common problems you may encounter. General tips to keep in mind. There are many different things that could cause problems with your computer. No matter what's causing the issue, troubleshooting will always be a process of trial and errors in some cases. You may need to you may need you may need to use several different approaches before you can find a solution. Other problems may be easy to fix. We recommend starting by using the following tips. Write down your steps. Once you start troubleshooting, you may want to write down each step you take. This way you will be able to remember exactly what you have done and can avoid repeating the same mistakes. If you end up asking the people for help, it will be much easier if they know exactly what you tried already. Take notes about error messages. If your computer gives you an error message, be sure to write down as much information as possible. You may be able to use this information later to find out if other people are having the same errors or problems. Always check the keybill. If you're having trouble with a specific piece of computer hardware, such as your monitor, keyboard, an easy first step is to check all related cables to make sure they are properly connected. Restore the computer. When all else fails, restarting the computer is a good thing to try. This can solve a lot of basic issues you may experience with your computer. Using the process of elimination. If you're having an issue with your computer, you may be able to find out what's wrong using the process of elimination. This means you will make a list of things that could be causing the problem and then test them out one by one, elimination them. Once you have identified the source of your computer issues, it will be easier to find solution. Scenario. Let's say you're trying to print out a notation for a birthday party, but the printers won't print. You have some ideas about what could be causing this. So you go through them one by one to see if you can eliminate any possible causes. First, you check the printer to see that it is turned on and plug into the surge protector. It is so that's not the issue. Next, you check to make sure the printer's ink cartridge still has ink and that there is a paper loaded in the paper tray. Things look good in both cases, so you know the issue has nothing to do with ink or paper. Now you want to make sure the printer and computer are communicating correctly. If you recently downloaded an update to your operating system, it may interfere with the printer, but you know there haven't been any recent updates and the printer was working yesterday, so you will have to look elsewhere. You check the printer's USB cord and find that is not plugged in. You must have unplugged it accidentally when you plugged something else into the computer earlier. Once you plug in the USB cord, the printer starting work again. It looks like the printer issue is solved. This is just one example of an issue you may encounter while using a computer. In the rest of this lesson, we will talk talk about all the common computer problems and some ways to solve them. Simple solution to common problems. Most of the time problems can be fixed using simple troubleshooting techniques. Like closing and repeating the program, it is important to try this simple solution before resorting to more extreme measures. If the problem still isn't fixed, you can try other troubleshooting techniques. Problem: power button will not start computer. Solution: 1. If your computer does not start, begin by checking the power cord to confirm that it is plugged securely into the back of the computer case in the power outlet. Solution 2. It is plugged into an outlet. Make sure it is a working outlet. To check your outlet, you can plug in another electrical device such as lamp. Solution 3. If the computer is plugged into a surge protector, verify that it is turned on. You may have to reset the surge protector by turning it off and then back on. You can also plug a lamp or other device into the surge protector to verify that it is working correctly. Solution 4. If you're using a laptop, the battery may not be charged. Plug the AC adapter into the wall, then try to turn on the laptop. If it still doesn't start up, you may need to wait a few minutes and try again. Problem: an application is running slowly. Solution: close and reopen the application. Solution 2. Update the application. To do this, click the help menu and look for the option to check for updates. If you don't find this option, another idea is to run an online search for application updates. Problem: an application is pausing. Sometimes an application may be stuck or pausing. When this happens, you won't be able to close in the window or click any button within the application. Solution: force-quit the application. Once a PC, you can press and hold Ctrl plus H plus delete. The Ctrl Alt and Delete keys on your keyboard to open the task manager or on Mac. Press and hold Command Option Esc. You can then select the unresponsive application and click in Task or press Quit in Mac to close it, like this. Solution 3. Restart the computer. If you're unable to force quit an application, restarting your computer will close all open apps. Problem: all programs on the computer run slowly. It means our computer is working so slow. Solution 1. Run a virus scanner. It means run a virus scanner. You may have malware running in the background. This is slowing things down. It means use your antivirus. Solution 2. Your computer may be running out of hardware space. Try deleting any files or programs you don't need. Solution 3. If you're using a PC, you can run Disk Defragmenter. To learn more about Disk Defragmenter, check after a lesson on protect your computer. Problem: the computer is frozen. Sometimes your computer may become completely unresponsive or frozen. When this happens, you won't be able to click anywhere on the screen. Open or close application or access shutdown options. Solution 1. On Windows, only in Windows. It means this is just for Windows. Restart Windows Explorer. To do this, press and hold Ctrl plus Alt plus Delete on your keyboard to open Task Manager. Next, locate and select Windows Explorer from the Process tab and click Start. You may need to click more details at the bottom of the window to see the Process tab, like this. Come to File, Process tab, Windows Explorer, and Restart. Solution 3. This is just for Mac only. Restart Finder. To do this, press and hold Command plus Option plus Esc on your keyboard to open the first quite applications dialog box. Next, locate and select Finder, then click on Relaunch, like this. Finder Relaunch. Solution 3. Press and hold the power button. The power button is usually located on the front of right side of computer, typically indicated by the power symbol. Press and hold the power button for 5 to 10 seconds to force the computer to shut down. Solution 4. If the computer still won't shut down, you can unplug the power cable from the electrical outlet. If you're using a laptop, you may be able to remove the battery to force the computer to turn off. Note, this solution should be your last resort after trying the other suggestion above. It means don't use this step in the first. Just use this step at the end of all steps. Problem: the mouse or keyboard has stopped working. Solution: if you're using a wired mouse or keyboard, make sure it's correctly plugged into the computer. Solution 2. If you're using a wireless mouse or keyboard, make sure it's turned on and that is batteries are charged. Problem: the sound isn't working. Solution 1. Check the volume level. Click the audio button in the top right or bottom right corner of the screen to make sure the sound is turned on and that the volume is up. Solution 2. Check the audio player controls. Many audio and video players will have either on separate audio controllers. Make sure the sound is turned on and that the volume is turned up in the player. Solution 3. Check the keyboards. Make sure external speakers are plugged in, turned on, and connected to the correct audio port or USB port. If your computer has color-coded port, the audio output port will be green. Solution 4. Connect headphones to the computer to find out if you can hear sound through the headphones. Problem: the screen is blank. Solution 1. The computer may be in sleep mode. Click the mouse or press any key on the keyboard to wake up it. Solution 2. Make sure the monitor is plugged in and turned on. Solution 3. Make sure the computer is plugged in and turned on. Solution 4. If you're using a desktop, make sure the monitor cable is properly connected to the computer tower and the monitors. Solving more difficult problem which is not included here. If you still haven't found a solution to your problem, you may need to ask someone else for help. As an starting point, we recommended research searching on web. It is possible that other users have had similar problems, and solutions to these problems are often posted online also. If you have a friend or family member who knows a lot about computer, they may be able to help you. Keep in mind that most computer problems have simple solutions, although it may take some time to find them. For difficult problems, a more drastic solution may be required, like reformatting your hard drive or reinstalling your operating system. If you think you may need a solution like this, we recommended consulting a professional first. If you're not a computer expert, it is possible that attempting these solutions could make the situation worse. And thank you for watching. and your time. Thanks a lot. Please, for more fun and important, subscribe our channel on YouTube. Have fun, boom boom. Share your experience, your ideas, your questions, and what you want and what you expect from us. Thanks a lot. See you as soon as possible.